All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. We've got some bad weather going on here in Central Texas today with the heat, and people have been saying there's been power outages and stuff like that. So I apologize for that happening. Um, yeah, really, that really pisses me off. We had a little bit of flicker here, so I don't know if that's what the cause was, but my internet just dropped really fast. So I apologize. That was out of my hands. So if it does it again, it is what it is. So um, if I don't get anybody on this one, I was talking with Red Room. He was he and I were chatting there for a good 25 minutes when this all went down. So I apologize, Red Room, wherever you're at now, if you're going to be able to catch this or not. But with that being said, I guess I'll kind of finish off. And if this live stream, I don't pick anybody else up here, no one's looking into it or trying to check it out, I apologize. I'm just going to delete this, and we'll just do an unboxing, a live or an unboxing from a live video. So anybody out there, I'll give it a couple more minutes, and we'll kind of finish where I left off. So again, I apologize for it. I can't control the weather elements, and it is what it is. So, cheers. So, we do some social media here, letting everybody know my apologies. Give it a few more minutes. Anybody there? Oh, there you are. Hey, thanks, man. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, I'm back. So I apologize. We've got bad weather here today in Central Texas. It's supposed to be one of the hottest days of the year. I've got my AC at like 75, and we're like 109 or 110 degrees out. Supposedly it's supposed to get up to like 114. So between the heat and we've got some pop-up showers here and there, it's just, it is what it is. So, hey man, I was trying to bring down the the Stridor. Here's the one that I won in the auction for you. So, can you hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up if you like. Yeah, that's exactly what happened, the interface. So it is what it is. And I'm sure with YouTube Studio, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe even their power support when you're broadcasting. I've watched some videos on it that it can get kind of you're not getting as much as the power like with some of these paid subscriptions where you're getting, you're using their cloud base for generating your video strength and power, that whatever they have, drawn into their software and their setup, and you're not draining all your CPU power. So anyways, not to get into computers, but there's Stridor. So that's the original. He looks pretty good. He's in good shape. Yeah, I'm going to show you that one right now. So here's Stridor. Now this is the Origins new one that came out. I guess it was last year, made for 2022, but it's actually been out for a pretty good minute. And you can still catch these right now. These are actually on clearance in some of the Walmarts down here. Excuse me, in the States. Some of these are going for I want to say I've seen them down as low as like $11.99. So yeah, you can pick these up pretty cheap. And these are a lot more articulated this time around. Like you can move his legs more. It's not up in this stuck position. What kids always wondered, why is his leg up in the stuck position? What's he getting ready to stomp on? So, but this time around, you get a platform down there, kind of goes with the green base with the Castle Grayskull. He's a lot more maneuver. He's actually a lot bigger. I don't know if I can do this too well. Here, I'm going to move the camera down and kind of put him comparison here. Let me get He-Man out of the way here for a second. You can, my Battle Cat here is it's kind of crashing here. A little wobbly. You can kind of tell he's a lot smaller. Lot smaller. So, yeah, it looks like this live stream is actually getting a little bit better drawn and attention. So, for the ones of you that just kind of missed it, I was live for a minute and I lost connection due to weather and the heat here in Central Texas. So, I lost it. I had to power it down real quick, bring everything back up, reconnect. So, yeah. Hey, Adrian. How's it going, bud? I can see you popped up there. Thanks for tuning in, man. We're just getting started here. So, yeah. So this is the original. This is the vintage Red Room. So it's pretty cool, man. Beautiful artwork. That beautiful artwork there. We got He-Man up there in Stridor. We got Fisto. We got Skeletor coming down here in the Rotan. Just beautiful. And then flipping it around, we get that old vintage classic Mattel graphic here. You know what I mean? He-Man right there out in front of Castle Grayskull. You got the Sorceress here. You got a nice volcano eruption here in the background. It shows you all the articulation and what's going on. And then you obviously got the characters that were coming in the line there for the later part of the year. So, yeah. So that is the new Origins Stridor. So, really, really cool. I'm going to set him back over here to the side. And then we'll get going here. So who else is here in the chat that I've missed? Hey, Ben. Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. Adrian. Hey, Adrian again. I'm glad you're doing good, man. Is it hot there in Arizona? Is it pretty hot? So... yeah, one of these days when I get better software, if these things take off doing lives, then what I would do is I would get some better software and we can do this where I could share the screen. I can share the link. You guys can chime in. We can talk and show, I can put you up on screen. And hey, man, I'm still learning this stuff. So bear with me, right? Bear with me. So yeah, it's pretty hot there, huh? What did you say there, Red Room? You said stalled out. No, I wouldn't say Origins is stalled out. I think one of the biggest problems with Origins right now is the distribution. So at least for us in Texas, some of the North Texas folks, like up in Dallas, the Fort Worth area, they seem to be getting some of the line. The later waves, I think we're into wave 9 now. They get them spotty. I haven't seen any of it down here. I haven't seen the Rotan. It's supposed to be coming or it's out. I see it all over social media. I know the West Coast is now really starting to see it. And then probably within the last week, I've seen it more popping up in Walmarts across the United States. The Rotan is. So I don't want to say the line's stalling out because they've got a lot to do still in that line. And they say they're going to keep going with it, which is fine. And I'm all for it. And I'll be their number one sucker in buying it. But the problem is the distribution. The distribution is just absolutely horrible, and it's not their fault. It's with the cargo ships. A lot of this stuff is sitting in ports in like LA or on the Atlantic side, and it's just not getting out as it needs to be. So what do we got here? Ben, what are you saying? Is it hot in the UK? It's hot here in the UK for the 8 days we get that. So what part of the UK are you from? Where are you at there? I've never been. My wife and I are looking at planning a European trip, hopefully next year. We cruise a lot, so we were thinking about doing a cruise over there just to kind of get a whole feel for Europe, at least in the Mediterranean, and maybe going into like Italy or something like that. But we haven't decided. Here we were swimming in these master. Yes, you guys are. Now that I don't know why I got these on. I'm gonna take these off because I know you guys can hear me through the microphone. I'm just wasting my time. I'm just causing more agony for myself. You guys are killing it with the MOTU line up there. I know. I see the pictures. I see everything, man. You guys got all those clamp champs. But you guys, if I'm not mistaken, you guys got stuck like with wave 7 and 8 right now. You got, or correction, wave 6. Is it 5, 6, and 7 you guys are stuck at? Maybe 8. I see a lot of that up there. I see all your, I think you guys still got Grayskull out there, don't you, on the shelves? Yeah, we are. We're pretty hot. Yep. So you guys are a lot of the stuff that you guys I know have mass amounts of, like for collectors like myself down here in Texas, I was lucky. Like I didn't see peg volumes of what you guys have up there. I would see maybe 1 or 2, and then once they were gone, you might not see them for several weeks. So it's kind of like the old saying, the early bird gets the worm. If you got up and you got moving fast enough, you might be one of the first ones to get lucky and pick something up. But I can't do that a lot now because of my schedule. So I do it when I can, but for the most part, I don't. I don't really do it. I do a lot of pre-orders, and quite frankly, I'm getting tired of the pre-orders because it seems like the pre-orders are taking forever to get the pre-order, just as much as it's stalling out on getting the merchandise here to our state. So, yeah, I mean, but we live with it, right? I can't speed it up, and I can't make it get here any quicker to my house. So I either hurry up and wait, or I try to hunt toys, driving out, a couple times a week. But now with gas being so expensive, I try to limit my driving activity, if you will, just back and forth to work. So anyways, let's move along. Let's check out what's left in the box. Let's see. Yeah, your castle's easy to get. I know your shelves are just packed. So you guys aren't getting Transformers and G.I. Joes? Yes, and Star Wars, it's not like we got the peg warming Lando Calrissian and Cloud City, General Calrissian and his uniform and that uniform, all the Black Series, like the Bad Batch stuff, like that stuff's peg warm. And every once in a while you'll get some archive stuff coming in, but there's really not a lot of stuff, from the Star Wars. If any new Star Wars is out, you got to get it again, like the origin stuff, right when it gets on the peg, because in my area, I know I would run into collectors probably every time I went out, I'd run into at least 2 or 3. And we're all doing the same thing, shopping for the same stuff. So it is what it is. Yeah, Adrian, I know. So I'm going to throw a shout out to my buddy out west in the Arizona area. It's his birthday. So happy birthday, Steven. And I hope you're doing good, man. I'll talk to you later tonight. So Let's finish this up. Let's see what we got here in the box. So moving on, we got a nice clean Skeletor. Nice clean Skeletor. Now I've got him here. I can pull him down. He's a soft head. So I know, like Adrian, you might not know what a soft head is, but this is a later version of Skeletor, and he doesn't have the pink cheeks, so he's a later version. So I want to say he's probably like maybe like an 83, maybe an 84. I could be wrong, but he's in really good shape. He's got nice movement in his arms, his legs. You could tell his bands are a little loose. But let's see if he how he stands. There we go. We'll put him right there. His straps are not broken, which is good, and that is an original one. That is an original chest plate. I'm going to move down. This is a custom faker that I made here a while back. It's a He-Man, just basically customized. Here's good old naked Skeletor. Naked Skeletor likes to appear in he's appeared in one of my videos. I'd like to introduce him into more. He's actually an origin Skeletor. You can tell he's got the mouth open. But here's another vintage Skeletor. I've got him here on his Panther. Now this is an original, and he is a soft head as well. These are not half boots. I'm going to set those guys off to the side here. So comparing him, I believe his weapons are in the other bag here. So yeah, I can see them right there. So yeah, so this was one I picked up here a couple years ago. The Skeletor. He's in really good shape too. So I've got two nice Skeletors. If I get a Skeletor, if I find a Roton, not a new one, but like an old one, I might use him because he's complete and stick him in that Roton as another display piece. So I'm going to set him over here behind my custom here off the side. And here we go. We got Panther and Stridor there up front. And then moving on, it looks like this is it. Oh, I got a little, this is the pack and slip. This is from them. Again, I know it's just maybe 2 or 3 in here. But these pieces here, the Stridor here, the old vintage Stridor, and this Skeletor so far were in that auction that Matt Swaford and Michael were running through Iconicon. So I don't want to get these mixed up. I don't want people to think that this was what I got from Iconicon, because that's not it. I'm going to move him back up there. And I'm going to move these guys, my custom faker here, and naked Skeletor. I'm going to move him back up here on the shelf. But yeah, so there's Skeletor and Stridor. That's the pack and slip. And then moving on here, I guess I'll just bring the whole bag out. Here we got, let's see if he works. Let's see here. Is he going to be able to open up? I can't remember. It's been so long. He came later in the line. Let's see. I just saw this move up. What is this? Yeah, I know you got He-Man and Mossman. You got those in the Revelation, right, Adrian? You got the Revelation guys. Oh, okay. Hertfordshire, 30 minutes north of London. Nice country. if you ever travel, check the SW Coast, Devon, Cornwall, yeah. Then the Lake District and Wales and Scotland, and generally beautiful places. Nice. One of the ones that I was really intrigued about getting here, Tila. Tila was this is a variant Tila. This is a darker brown Tila, and I was really stoked when I saw that because I don't have a vintage Tila. I have her up on the wall in the Origins, and I guess you could call her like a knockoff of the vintage variant here. We got Spikor here. We'll get to him here in a minute. Let me get her staff, her snake staff here. Her Skeletor's sword. Whoop, let me get him set up here. I apologize. We got Skeletor's sword, and it's connected. It's not broken. It's a little munched up, but I remember Matt stating that in the video that he was going to be possibly, or it is munched up a little bit on the tip, so somebody chewed on it. And then there he is with his Havoc staff. And yes, Bedroom, she is vintage. She is an original. She's an original variant. So I'm not sure on the Browns, right? I don't know off the top of my head if she was released. I mean, I'm sure she was released here, maybe released here in the United States. Maybe I shouldn't say it that way. I believe she was released here in the U.S., but she could be a piece that was maybe released in Mexico. I mean, with everything and eBay being shipped around, I don't believe this was personally from Matt's collection. So, but I remember him saying, and him and Michael, yeah, this is the Tila variant because she's in the all dark brown, which I thought soon as they said that, right? I remember when they were showing that live, I was like, oh no, what's going to happen is everybody's going to go, oh, it's a variant Tila. It's a variant Tila. And I thought the auction was going to take off. And, you know, I had my budget to spend on all this. And I thought, man, I'm going to miss it. I'm not going to get it. Cause I was trying to, I started to bid on that masked Gator. I really, really, really wanted Gator in my collection because I got him for like my 7th or my 8th birthday, and I was just like, man, and boy, man, he took off real quick. He was already like, he was over, I want to say $100 like $1,520, just like that. So I was like, nah, I'll wait for the MOTU, and I got lucky, and I got the MOTU set up. So, but yeah, let's get her hood on, and her hood's in good shape too. Nothing's broken. I mean, for 40 years old, right? It's in really good shape. What are y'all saying? Is it released in a particular year? Yeah, so I've got the toys of He-Man and Matt, and I can pull it down. I can skim it real quick to Tila once I get her set up, and we should kind of have a better idea of what year she came out. I'll be able to tell you here in a couple minutes. And I mean, I'll check on her legs and see. Now I don't know if this is gonna clip right because it might be a little, yeah, it might be a little worn out, and that's probably why she wasn't displayed that way in his video. And I don't want to crank down too hard and snap it or break it. Yeah, it kind of went on a little bit better. There we go. There she is. What a beauty. What a beautiful character. There we go. We'll get her down here. There's Tila right there. Well, let's look for her date real quick. Is it on her butt? thigh. It's not on her back. Not on her feet. We'll have to go to the book, I guess. But anyway, she's got great legs. Like they're like the bands in there are in really, really good shape. So we got Spikor here. I remember them. I remember Matt and them saying his claw was a little loose, or his, like, I don't know, what would you call that? What would you call that? Like a Triton staff on him. It was a little loose. So if you hang the hand down, it's going to fall out. It's not. So I'd have to display him kind of up if I want it, that way. Now, I don't know. Hey, Red Room up in. Wait, who's? Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading your question again. Red Room up in Canada. I want to say about 25 years ago. And I know you're not, I don't think you're a really big MOTU guy or not. About 25 years ago, I don't know if it was cases or like a shipment container or what, kind of like what the Mask Toys did here a couple years ago where they found them down in Brazil. But a lot of these Spikors popped up. And if you've ever heard of a convention, and I just mentioned it in my video yesterday where we went to the ICONCON here locally, there's a place out west, and I grew up out west, and it was called Sons. And every Wednesday and Saturday, it was basically a toy convention. And from what I understand now, they've moved. It's gotten a lot larger and a lot bigger. And it's a massive, basic giant warehouse storefront for all these different vendors selling from vintage to anime to anything, Pokemon cards, sports cards, you name it. But I haven't been in it's probably been at least 12 or 15 years the last time I went when they were in their old warehouse. Now they've moved into another old retail shop, like an old Circuit City or I don't know, big giant furniture store or whatnot. So what are you saying there, Ben? Where are you guys based? I think I met Yeshland Toys and Red Room Diecast at AT80's vid live stream. Just jumped in after streamed ended. I was on. Yeah, I was. Well, I shouldn't say I was on. I didn't log into his video. But yes, I was watching. I was heavily commenting. Yeah, it was a few weeks. Actually, it was when I was laid up in bed with COVID. I'd gotten sick, and I want to say I knew about his channel and him doing his lives and allowing people to chime in. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. I wish I was feeling better or I would. And I keep telling myself, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to, chime in and, talk to him and talk to the rest of y'all. But anyways, I was under the weather. I had COVID and it had me down for a good, 12 days, man. I was in bad shape, but YouTube and toy videos is what basically got me through it. So I was, sicker than a dog, but anyways, yeah, I believe that's where I remember seeing you on. Were you, so describe which one you were. And I believe you're the one, were you the one, you got all the Superman and Batman stuff behind you? Was that you? You were sitting in front of your bed? Let's see here. But anyways, I'll let you guys kind of chat there for a minute. So yeah, Frankenstein. So I know you're in Winnipeg, but I was just curious if these guys made it up there because they flooded the market. And back 20 years ago, you can pick a Spikor up. I remember they were going for $12, carded, original carded. So I don't know what they're going for now. I haven't checked in a while, but yeah, his spring action there, he springs pretty good. His legs are a little bit weaker than Skeletor and Tila's, but Yeah, he's in really good though. He's in good shape. His paint's good. He's not overly sticky. Sometimes the spiker, like backing and all that gets sticky, but he's kind of top heavy too. So I think I'm going to have to use his spike to kind of help balance him up because I don't have any of those MOTU foot pegs, and he's, like I said, he's pretty top heavy. But he's got his weapon. Oh, I forgot Tila's shield. I'm sorry. Let me put her shield up here. There's Tila's shield. And then Spikor's his club. Yeah, it's in pretty good shape. It's a little sticky, but not too bad. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to really display him too well. He's gonna fall down on me. He's pretty damn top heavy. Yeah, he's I've got the new bands. I'll put some new ones in him later on. I could stand up, but for now we'll just pop them down there in Stridor. How's that? And then we've got and bear with me. I apologize. These guys came later in the line, and this is no, I guess it came out. He was 85. By 85, I was still into He-Man and all that, but I got to cheat. I forgot his name already, so I gotta go to the book. I feel horrible, and I know he's a character that comes up a lot. So let me find him real quick. Unless someone can chime in real quick and tell me who it is before I find it. I bet you guys can, or someone can. I just saw him. Ah, where'd he go? I just saw him. Some He-Man collector I am, right? I don't remember them all. Where did he go? I just saw him. Well, maybe I flipped too far. All right, that's the beginning. That's She-Ra. Let's see here. Oh, real quick, let's go to Tila. So there were a lot of paint inconsistency with Tila. Later releases sometimes had dark brown hair and boots instead of more reddish brown. Tila is one of the 3 female action figures in the original Masters of the Universe toy line. Originally, she was referred to as the Goddess, a role that was later filled by the Sorceress. This indicated by the wandering of her packaging and some of her real early mini comics. So I guess she's just released 1982. So it just looks like maybe this later on she changed. They just changed paint or color. Maybe wanted to make her look more brown, maybe because of the cartoon. And I'll find him. Good Lord, man, I feel horrible for not knowing my He-Man right off the top of my head. Well, that's Princess of Power. He would have come in. Yeah, see, these girls got a whole dang line. Like, I mean, they take up a big portion of this book. If anybody hasn't gotten this book, this is a great book. If you're into MOTU, if you're a MOTU person, it's definitely a must-have. You need to get this See, that's He-Man 89. Why isn't he popping up? It says 85. So let's see here. Or has anybody chimed in yet? Let me see. No problem. Decent. Was definitely on the 7-hour marathon. Nope. Let's see what we got here. $82. It just jumped from it's not him. I'll find him. See, this Princess of Power takes up such a large section here. It wasn't Stondar, I know that. Oh, I think I just missed him this way. Rokon wasn't him, I know that. Let's see here. Mossman. Yeah. Can't find him. I just saw him here a minute ago. I don't know where he went. Oh, here he is. Extendar. Third. My bad. Extendar. Heroic Master of Extension. My bad. Extendar. Now, how he opens up. Oh, yeah. I can show the front of that book. Sorry about that. Great book right there. See it? What does it say? I was tired as a dog the next day. Yeah. So this book was a combination Dark Horse, Mattel, McCreations, Pixel Dan. Everybody knows who Pixel Dan is. He's a big contributor to this. The fans behind the guide. It's got a lot of stuff in here. It's definitely a book to have if you're going to get into MOTU and you want to understand it. The only thing is it stops at 2018 basically. So all of like the origins and revelations, that's not in here. So what's out right now? None of that's out. So none of that. I don't know. Maybe they're going to do another book or something down the road. Who knows? But let's see if he works. I can't remember how you do this. I remember a friend of mine had this. I can't remember if you turn him or is he, there we go, extend. You pull him up. His head pops up like so. His arms pull out like that. And his feet go like that. A little sticky, but that's how he stands. I just remember like in the 85, like I can kind of remember I remember a buddy of mine having this. I just remember like, okay, this is kind of corny. Like, what does this have to do with He-Man? You know what I mean? I think at that point, Mattel was just kind of making whatever they felt like. And if you've ever seen any of those documentary, like The Toys That Made Us, and there's what's the other one? The Masters of the Universe one. That's a real big. That was a great one. I can't remember the name of that now off the top of my head. Great documentary. It's like an hour and a half long, or hour and 45-minute documentary. Excellent documentary on MOTU. And at one point, they just talk about how Mattel, they were just knocking anything that came to mind. Let's turn that into a character. So it just got to the point where it was kind of, a little overzealous in a sense with what they were creating. But I mean, he's not bad. He stands. He's pretty cool. He's not one of my favorite characters, I would say. Extendor. Yeah, that's what it is. He's like a giant robot or something. And he comes with the shield here. So it looks like that shield. Let's put them back together here. I guess I should probably be a little bit more gentle with these toys being basically over 40 years old. Let's see, does it clip on like that? Or does it clip on at? Maybe it goes on his hand when it's open like that. There we go. And then move it down. There we go. His weapon. Kinda. Who knows? Who knows? But anyways, there he is. Extendor, Tila. She fell over. Get her up there. All right, so moving on. What do we all want to talk about? We can kind of. I did want to mention whoever's in here still. You guys saw that I recently updated all of my social media with my new graphic and all that, like my pictures and all that, my cover art and whatnot. I can kind of leave this here. I'll set this box down. And that was it with the auction. Sorry, I don't mean to be jumping around here. That was it. We'll leave that right there. That was my game plan originally when I started Yesterland Toys. And I knew like when I started with that retro logo design and what I had, it was basic. It was just to get started and feeling this out and seeing if this was going to work or not. And I get it. There's probably 1,000, 2,000 other guys doing the same thing. And what makes me unique and different from someone else? I'm not looking for that fame or whatever to, be famous and whatnot. I just do this for fun. This is for fun. This is my gateway to escape coming home from, work, is coming into my room and, playing with my toys, kicking back and just checking everything out and just researching the day. It's my way of decompressing. And I don't mind, talking about it. So I'm not afraid of the camera. I'm not camera shy. So it's fun. It's a fun thing. But anyways, my design of my name and my logos and all that stuff, I knew I wanted to change those. And I knew I wanted to go with obviously the 80 retro graphic, logo and, kind of nostalgia and paying homage to that time period. Cause that's like a special place in my heart, and I'm sure with a lot of other guys, our age group, that the 80s were some of the best times for us. So I miss it. I miss those times. Yeah, we were kids. Life was simpler, but it was just a different time, It was just an overall different time. So good times for me there in the 80s. When we grew up in a great period of when action figures were coming off of that 12-inch scale figure, ranging from 3.75 up to 5.5. It was just a excellent time frame to, whoops, there goes Tila, to grow up in. So anyways, what are you saying here? Neil, great stream, but have to run. I'll be back in a few. Hopefully you'll still be there. Cool. Yeah, man, go do what you got to do, Hopefully some other folks will maybe jump on if they can. Whoever's in there, I don't know if I've missed anybody. Give me a second here. I'll go back and I'll check it out. We'll see if I missed anybody. Yeah, you could call me Neil. Yep, my name's Neil. I also a nickname that was given to my brother. I stole the Mundus because of our last name. My last name is not Mundus, but I'm just gonna leave it there. But they used to call my brother the Mundus, and I always thought it was cool. And I've used it a lot in a lot of different aspects of my life. So it's not an official nickname or whatnot, but you can call me the Mundus or I go by Neil. Either way, either one works. So let's see here. Did I miss anybody here in the chat? I'm scrolling back. Looks like we're kind of caught up there. So yeah, so that was basically why I changed the logo. I had a couple people reach out and comment like, dude, why'd you change your stuff? Well, it was in the mix, like as far as like my shirts and all that, you know what I mean? And I know it's just maybe a few in here. I don't know how many are in here right now, but if you want a shirt like this, you don't have to go buy one, but you can go up to spring.com and search for vendor Yesterland Toys, and you'll be able to purchase an official Yesterland t-shirt. And all those contributions go to help in making this channel and whatnot. So that's it, guys. I really don't know what more to talk about other than we can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. The Cobra Hiss. I know that's the biggest thing right now. Do you guys collect, anybody out there collecting the 6-inch G.I. Joe classified? Anybody collecting that? Excuse me. So, G.I. Joe Classified, the Hiss. It hit 16,000 backers. We're getting a Cobra Commander 6-inch retro carded action figure. Yeah. Have you bought it? Are you going to buy it? Are you going to wait and hold out and see what some of the other reveals are? If there is going to be anywhere. I think we're down to 35 days or something like that. Let's see what it's at right now. Looks like it's at It's at 16,158. It was originally budgeted for 8,000 backers. It hit that the first day. We're currently at 16,158 backers. We got 35 days, 3 hours, and 37 minutes. We're getting a whole bunch of stuff. Price point, though, $299. Now, if you watch Laser Pants Live and the 3POA podcast, Laser Pants Live just did a segment on it here a couple or last week sometime. And I'm not going to go into it and as much as they were talking on there, but it's a $299 backing point. I'm slowly getting back into Joe's. I just don't know if I want to go 3.75 or do I want to go 6-inch. And that's kind of where I'm at. I don't get me wrong. I love the 6-inch Joes with some of the sculpting. I don't love the company background, and I don't want this to turn into like a political thing. I'm not happy with how Hasbro is running and what they're doing and what you get with their characters, but the characters that they are putting out, especially now, like with that new Spirit and that new Storm Shadow. Oh my God. I mean, those are awesome. They're killing it. That Baroness is so badass. So yeah, but I do love the 3 3/4, but those Joes are expensive. I mean, that's all this stuff is expensive, right? Because the older it gets more expensive. So yeah. What is this? Sorry for jumping in and not being particularly reverent. First time I've seen you live after subbing. Definitely think you could jump in on one of Dean's live streams. Oh yeah, I would love to. I would love to hop in. I know he kind of like when he releases his videos, either I'm just getting off work or I'm about ready to leave work, and it's kind of hard. And obviously by the time I get home, I've got about a 25-minute ride home. I'd have to, hop on and get in there and all that. But, I'm a dad too. So, and a husband. So I got to do those things first, but I would love to kind of narrow it down and catch it right when I get home and I can, hop in and get on. 'Cause I'd love to chat with all of you guys. Yes, he is. I have seen that, Ben. He is supporting smaller channels at the moment, which is really cool. Really, really cool. Let's see. Is this how you do this? Guess it. No. Oh, okay. I see what I did. I guess I can't pull your chat up. I was hoping to pull your chat up. I know I've seen some of that. How I just don't know if YouTube allows that, or that's special software that allows you to pull your chat over. Yeah, I guess it doesn't. No, man. No. By any means, jump in anytime. I don't care. It's cool. We're here to talk. We're here to talk toys and give this a shot. We're going on 53 minutes. I'll probably end this at the hour mark for the first one. I don't want to go too long. I've got some things that I got to finish up on here, but I love this. This is cool. I love this concept. So this is definitely something that I would love to do in the future. Get this on a bigger scale and a more affordable and an affordable scale and build it to where we can do this and integrate you as viewers like Dean does and all those other guys do and just go from there. No, I don't use StreamYard, but I wanted to look into it. I wanted to look into StreamYard. Dean uses StreamYard, right? If I'm not mistaken, that's what he uses. Yeah, so that'd be something I want to look into. I was watching several videos last night on going live. Like I just picked up this mic. It's a basic entry level mic. I really can't do much with it, but it does help, I guess, cancel out a lot of my sounding like a studio, or not being in a studio, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I don't know. So it sounds more professional. It's more clear, I guess, for the viewers to hear me. And then that's obviously at some point when I have other capabilities of bringing in other viewers and we can talk, and like I wouldn't mind doing something kind of like what Dean does, allowing anybody to chime in, throw you up there, and if you want to talk toys or we want to talk about the latest trend or whatnot, what's going on, what's hot, like I think it's so cool, right? I think it's so cool to know what's going on overseas, right? And like with all your guys' stuff and what's hot over there and what's not hot. And to me, that I think that stuff is so interesting because it just really shows you the logistics of how stuff is getting across the country. And I know, like for in the Philippines, if anybody follows those follows the YouTube the Facebook Masters of the Universe fan page, on there, there's like the guys in the Philippines are constantly getting, like, soon as Mattel announces, Wave 9's coming out, and here's what you're getting. You're getting Leech, you're getting Snout Spout, you're getting the Roton, and we're going to be getting a 2-pack of Tila and the Sorcerers and blah, 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 blah. And then it's like 2 weeks later, boom, they're getting it. And it's like, damn, how are they getting it? Well, I guess it makes sense. It's coming from China, and the stuff is, getting to them quicker than it doesn't have to go on a boat. It goes on some 18-wheelers, and before you know it, boom, it's in their hands. So we're like us, we've got, at least 2 weeks to a month transport across the Atlantic or the Pacific, and then it goes into a shipyard. And with the way with COVID still going on, and especially in California and all the restrictions, a lot of our merchandise comes from out west. I know some carriers are now trying to ship it through like Florida, and then it gets offloaded, and then it gets dispersed out through the United States that way, because the Pacific, they can't wait on that side, like Long Beach and San Diego and San Francisco, because this stuff is just sitting on the docks out there, and they might not always get, prioritized on, oh, hey, this shipment came in, 12 weeks ago, we need to unload it. They might stack something new on top of it, and it's down there at the bottom. And now we know why stuff gets lost or gets sold off eventually in auctions, because it was just mass merchandise left over, or, the shipyard refund or the manufacturer refunds the orders back to the business, the actual companies. Who knows? I know I'm using a broad spectrum here, but that I can see how stuff gets lost. And when you're in the middle of the United States, down in the South in Texas, I've easily on it, getting stuff, if it gets offloaded on an 18-wheeler and gets here with the stops and all that, you're looking at 2 to 3 days. And then it's going to be in a distribution center. Well, and in that distribution center, it could sit there for up to a month. And then after the month, before it gets out, depending on, how fast those orders are scheduled to go, it could take a day or 2 days drive to get across Texas. And then it's got to get into inventory. And if there's a street release date and all of that stuff, it could be 2-3 months. So that's just kind of how I noticed it's worked in the United States. What does it say? Your stream sounds and looks good, man. Nice. I think the StreamYard thing is working well for Dean. And what are you saying there? Grindhead, Jim. Yeah, yes. Like you say, brings up the comments, and yeah, very exactly. Okay, I'm back. What I miss? We're just talking about distribution and stuff like that of toys and all that. Hey, Red Room, for you being up in Canada, I see, with your videos, you're releasing like almost every day a new vehicle, a new diecast. How frequently do you get your Hot Wheels or your diecasts? Do you see your or your merchandise up there? Like if you see that it's released by the manufacturer, or whoever the company is, you're getting it like that within the reasonable amount of the time, like the street date time? Are you guys getting it that way? Or are you in the same boat like us here in the US? You're having to wait on everything. Okay. So you're in the same boat. You're in the same boat. So you're even after us with your stuff. So you're a good couple months behind, would you say? Or even further? I think I put my check for comments too long. I think it's set at 60 seconds. So I think there's a minute delay in between from the time you post your comment till the time I get it, because YouTube's proofing it, so I apologize for that. How about you, Ben? Since you're over in the UK, what about your guys' merchandise? Are you guys getting toys, or your merchandise in general? Like I gave the question to Red Room. Do you guys, like, soon as it's announced, like within a month or two, you're getting it, or is it months after that you're still waiting to get it? Yeah, I could put a link in there. Let me see here. Now, if I click off, I hope this doesn't black me out. Hopefully, you guys will still see me. Just give me a second, okay? And let me see here. Set him kind of to the side. There we go. Here's Red Room. I'm going to paste it there, and bam, there you go. You should have got it. Should be there. Unfortunately, I'm not working, and that's the other thing. I'm going to have to get like a second monitor or something like that. So let's see here. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know it can do that. So, is there anything else? Like, you guys want to see in my collection, or you want me to bring down? Like, what all are you guys into? What do you guys like? I know, obviously, Red Room, you're into diecast, Hot Wheels. Oh, okay, yeah. On the hiss, I'm kind of on the fence with it, right? I don't know if I'm gonna. Well, I'm lying, and I apologize. So my brother-in-law is a big GI Joe follower. He's a big classified guy, and he loves all of that stuff. And um, we've been going back and forth, sending text messages and stuff like that every day. And hey, here we are, because we were both wanting that Cobra Commander 6-inch exclusive that they're going to put on a retro card to come out. And I know it's just it's the same Cobra Commander from a couple, but they're putting on that card. And hey, what better to have a GI Joe 6-inch card, carded figure. I mean, it's cool, right? So we've been texting back and forth and like, well, hey, everything's pretty much locked up. Everything's, or unlocked is out. We get the Cobra Commander now. And I'm like, are you going to do it? And he's like, yeah, I'm probably going to do it if he hits it. And, I go, well, how many are you going to get? And he's like, well, I'm probably going to get 2 maybe. And I'm like, well, I don't know if I'm going to get 2. I mean, I would get maybe 1, but, and then this morning they hit it finally. And we're texting back and forth. Only 8 more to go. Only 4 more to go. Only 1 more to go. Oh, we hit it. And we're at 16,000 backers. And none of us pulled the trigger and bought it. None of us pulled the trigger. Now he's extended. He's like, I'm going to do it like right before, because I want to see what else they're going to throw in the, in the box. So I don't know. I mean, it's for 200. I think the price point at $299 and $300. I get it with the figures. When you add all the figures up, price point between, let's just put a baseline, $24.99 US dollar. How many figures are in it right now? You're getting a driver, you're getting a female driver. I believe you're getting a tank the operator, gunner. Now we're getting a Cobra. So right there, that's $100 just in characters, right? And then each of those add-ons, just say $25 a piece. You're at $200, and then the electronics and all that, I don't know, maybe another 100. So maybe it is priced accordingly, right at $299. But I think they would be getting more backers if this price point was right at $229.99 to $249.99. What do you think? I agree. 300 US is, pretty expensive. I mean, $299 sounds a lot better than 300, but we know at the end of the day it's 300, and then shipping's going to be expensive. That thing is going to be massive. I can only imagine shipping being anywhere between 25 and say $35, maybe 40. I don't know. And depending on how fast you want it when they're released, expediting it's going to be expensive. Ben, you said complete disclosure. I'm not a modern collector. Mainly want to complete some of my childhood collections. Oh yeah, that I'm in that same boat. I bounce around so much with my toy line. Like I was on a big mask kick right here a couple weeks ago, and I was just buying figures up and mask vehicles up and winning auctions and stuff. So yeah, it's just I bounce around a lot too. Like I don't have any 6-inch Joes. Unfortunately, I sold about 65 of them about a year ago. I guess it was a year ago. Not all complete, but I sold them, and that was kind of to help me fund buying what I wanted, the Origins lines. And I kind of kicked myself in the butt and go, damn it, I shouldn't have sold that stuff, but it is what it is. But anyways, I just picked up a Deep Six or whatever his name is, original one. So yeah, I picked him up a couple weeks ago. I got him like really cheap on an auction. It was like $6 for him, but he doesn't have his backpack, and obviously I don't have the vehicle for it. So yeah, but let's see. But I do keep up with the modern channels. It just seems so bloody expensive these days. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, for instance, like on the Origin stuff, right? A price point right now, as much as it's crazy to think, back in the day, they were like, $249 for an original carded figure. And now when they first started here, back in 19, I think it was it 19? No, 20. When they started in 20 on the line, they were $14.99. And I was like, holy crap, $14.99 is a lot of money just for a carded figure, but it was okay. Like it didn't break the bank. Well, now here we are a couple years into it, and we're already back up to $17.90, or I shouldn't say back up to, we're up to $17.99. So, where's the Origins Mattel line? Where's it going to stop? Are we going to see like a $21.99 price point here? Now we see those on deluxe figures. The deluxe figure line has not really increased that much, and that's like on like Flying Fist He-Man and Terraclaw, Skeletor, Buzzsaw, Hordak. Those are still sitting around $21.99, $22.99. I haven't really seen those guys go up too much, but I'm sure that's coming. Those are probably going to be hitting 26, 27 bucks. And then your carded figure is going to probably be sitting right around, $19.99. I don't know. I can see them probably going. Well, they're sitting at $17.99 right now on the shelves, like in Target, Walmart. I can see them going maybe $21.99, kind of like how classifieds were when they first came out. Now they're at a price point of what, $24.99. So it's just going up, and yeah, it's really, really expensive. And where do you draw the point? Where do you draw the line, right? Where do you draw it and say, shit, I can't afford to continue to collect this way because it's expensive? Or do I shift my focus and I just say, you know what? I'm going to collect solely based on what I like. And that's what I'm starting to do. Like I will continue to collect all the Origins because kind of in it to win it. I'm not collecting the Wave 9 Origins, 2000X He-Man or Skeletor. I didn't like that line. Wasn't my favorite of the MOTU line, so I'm not getting those. But I am getting like the Manta in it, and I'm getting Leech. I'll be getting Snout Spout and stuff like that. So I'll get those guys, but I'm not getting the He-Man or the Skeletor. Now, if I ever get to see them on the peg, I'll look at them, but I really have no desire to get it. And I think that's where I've come as a collector. If I'm going to collect modern, I'm going to collect what I want and what I like. And I'm going to try and really hone in and reference it to my childhood, what I remember as a kid. Like I still want to collect Adventure People. I still want to collect like Big Jim. I still want to collect like some of the 12-inch Action Man and G.I. Joe. Yes, those are expensive. I get it. Those figures are very, very expensive, and those toys are very expensive. And, that's going to cost a lot of money to get a full, complete collection. But I know I'm not going to buy all of it. I'm going to pick my favorites that I remember from it, and that's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to start collecting. I think that's the only way to collect. Unless you collect like this on my Revelations up here. Like I if you go back in some of my earlier videos, I said I was never going to collect this line. I thought it was cool. I didn't mind the Netflix cartoon. I didn't mind it. I was like, it paid homage to, the original classics. There were some things that I didn't care for, but I told myself, I think some of it's neat, but I'm never going to collect it. Right? I don't want to collect two lines of Masters of the Universe because I want to be able to save my money and maybe use that somewhere else. Well, Target goes and what was it? Maybe at least 3 months ago, they started blowing the stuff out. And it was like buy one, get one free, or buy one, get one half off. And I was like, or they dropped the price point all the way down from a $19.99 or $21.99 figure all the way down to like $12.99. I was like, oh, damn you, Target, And I got hooked and I bought them. Now, it's not my favorite line, obviously, but there are definitely some really cool characters in that line. So, yes, I got suckered in. It suckered me in, and it's MOTU, and I love MOTU, but I don't know how far I'll go with that line. Let's put it that way. I don't know. Yeah, Micronauts. So yesterday when I went to the convention, I saw. Did I see? Oh no, it was original Beast, not Beast War. Beast Lords? Is that it? Is that the word I'm looking for? Not Micronauts. Micronauts, I saw there was a guy. It was probably about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. There's a antique mall out in Round Rock, Texas, and I frequent it, every few months. And there was a guy out there that basically had a whole lot of Micronauts, and they weren't really overly priced. I think. I mean, I want to say I checked eBay real quick just to see, and he wasn't really making that much on them. I mean, I think he only put about a $4 hike on top of it of each of the characters, and but he had a huge lot of them, and I was like, man, do I really want to? Do I want to invest in these? Do I want to do it? And I sat on it and I walked the store, and then I kind of came back to it, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. And I get all the way up to the counter and I tell the guy, hey, can you open up this booth here in the back? Whatever it was, booth 62. And I think I'm going to buy this guy's collection. So we get all the way back there, right? And he had come in. And he was standing there. And at first I thought he was just a regular customer in the booth. And then he turned around and he's like, oh, you need to get into my cabinet. And he goes, oh, here, let me do it. And I said, well, I got the worker here to do it. And then they started talking. He's like, oh, I didn't realize you were here. Whatever his name was, Jeff or something. And he goes, oh yeah, I had to stop in real quick. I got to pull some inventory out and I got to take a look at some of it. And he pulls the Micronauts out and he hauls them off. He goes, yeah, I'm doing something else with these. I was like, oh crap. So I missed out on it. I guess if I would have been a little bit more not indecisive, like maybe had a 10-minute lead on this guy, because I shouldn't have walked the store. Basically, I could have probably got that employee to get back there and lock the bin and then buy him, and he would have been happy, he got the money, but he obviously did something else with them. So I missed out on it. I guess we're. Oh wow. Yes, I do have. Let's see. I do Star Wars. Some of my Star Wars collection, my childhood stuff. I still have. It's kind of intertwined with my. Here, I'll get it real quick. This is an original piece of mine here. My land speeder and Luke. Hold on, let me kind of move. I'm going to move the book out of the way here. Set Skeletor and Teal and all them off to the side now. So I've got this. I got my land speeder, my original 3PO, my Luke, and my Obi-Wan here, and then my land speeder, and then I have my original Jedi speeder bike inbox still right here. Oops, R2. I don't have now my R2, or correction, my R2D2 is up in my original 12-back that I have displayed up there. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to bring that down today. That would take a little bit more time, and all of it would fall over. But having my original Jedi speeder bike there in box. Let's see what he's saying. Nice U.S. land speeder too. Yes, it is. Is this? You say? Oh. Hang on to some of the 95 of my childhood stuff, so I'm really tempted to. Okay, just need some tech and some comment. Yeah. You have a cell phone. You have a cell phone. You're 90% there. Make a video or something and post it. You can perfect it later. Have to start somewhere. Yeah, he's right. He's right, Ben. You got to start somewhere. That's how I started. Like I kind of, hey man, I'm not all that high tech, right? Like a lot of all my stuff is shot on my cell phone. I edit everything from my cell phone. I picked up little pieces here and there. That's about it to kind of make it, just kind of make it work, make it all come together. And, you know, I want to say some of my creativity comes like on my own, but not all of it. I do kind of think like, well, I liked how he did it, so I'm going to kind of try it that way and see. I mean, yeah, it's I guess you call it copying or whatever, but or it's redundant. It's the same thing because we all know when something comes out, especially Mattel, like Pixel Dan, boom, he's right on it, and we know he gets that stuff right away. And those big YouTubers, the swoosh or the foosh or whatever his name is, he gets it, and like they get that shit in real time and. They're on it and they're putting the first stuff out. So everybody's playing catch up to it. And it's like, well, hell, his video's already done it. So you either got to like the individual or you've got to really like that product and you just want to know every angle and aspect of it. So now I do have, like I have my Bespin Luke here. I've got him here. As you can kind of see him right here. I've got some 89 Batman in my childhood collection. I'm going to set Luke here up against the box. He's a little top heavy. Where's my 89 Batman? Oh, he's way here in the back. Oh, yeah. I've got my 89 Joker here. Well, it's not the 89 Joker because we know he was a lot different. Now, I don't have, unfortunately, the little spray device. Here's my 89 Batman. Bob the Goon. I've got him here. His hat fell down in the back, so I apologize. And his leg is stuck traditionally, like what happens. Kind of kicks out. Yeah. Here, I'm just going to set him down. Make it easier. I've got my original Luke X-Wing here from my childhood. Now these are from my childhood, but they were my buddies, and he was getting rid of them. And here's my Commando. His Commando, but I played with this. This was his. I played with it as well. I never had him, but it's from my childhood in a sense because it belonged to my buddy. His Mr. Miyagi right there. I've got him right there. And I've got Chuck Norris with Chuck Norris Karate Commandos. We got him right there. We got a Chuck. Whoop. He doesn't want to stand. His leg is kind of stuck there. So... let's see what else I got in there. Oh, I think that's it. And then some of like my 12 back stuff. I've got some more Star Wars 3 3/4 in the back there. Let's see. No, I'm not live from my cell. I'm doing it from my computer. Yep, Red Room's correct. With the cell phone, you can do it anywhere and everywhere and all that. So originally I said I was going to do this to the 1 hour mark. We're coming up on the hour and 25-minute mark here in 2 minutes. I think I'm going to run to the hour and a half. We'll call it right there. Anything else you guys want to see in my collection or, interested in? I do have an original He-Man out of package on a Battle Cat. I can show you if you want to see that. you want to see some of my mask stuff, also check out my Instagram, my Facebook. I post on there when I can. I'll post pictures and whatnot. Everybody knows I'm really into Action Force. I love what Bobby Vala's doing right now. One of my best pieces in my collection that I absolutely love. And he's a big YouTuber. He has Yesterland Toys, or Yesterland Toys, Analog Toys. Sorry, Tony, if you're watching or you catch this later. I got a Desert Rat there. It's probably one of my favorite characters. But out of the whole damn line, probably my best character that I really love is this Trigger, man. Bobby just killed it with Trigger. Look at that. Just killed it. So look at that face sculpt. So cool. So badass. I really, really love this line. And I mean, like I said, I like the 6-inch classified line, but it is what it is. I really, 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 really like the Action Force line. It's so cool. And you guys had Action Force over there. You guys had that, man, which is so cool. And that stuff's so damn expensive. But I would love to get some of those original pieces at some point. So just to throw into the collection, just to say, man, I've got some Action Man or Action Force. I'd love to add that to the collection someday. So hopefully I will. Fingers crossed I'll be able to find it, because I'll tell you right now, even when I remember going to Frankenson's years ago, I don't remember seeing it. Even out there, it was scarce then. And it might have been there. I just wasn't asking or looking for the right stuff. But no, I know I was looking for the right stuff, because I've known about Action Force as long as I've pretty much known about G.I. Joe, which wasn't until I really got into Joe's that I can remember around first grade, second grade. So that put me around 82, I think. Was it 82, 83? And we had, or when I growing up, let's see, so I would have been 7. So that would have put me 83. So I'm Episcopalian, and going to church, I became good friends with a kid named Darius, and he was born in England and lived in Canada for a while, and then they moved down to the United States. Well, guess what? He had Action Force. So it was like, oh, cool, man. That is so weird that it was weird to see G.I. Joe toys with a different, setup, right? Different name. It was weird. And I just remember loved playing with this stuff. He was also a MOTU guy. And it was just cool. So I've known about it pretty much ever since I can remember, since I was about 7 or 8 years old, because he had the stuff and he played with it as well. But to get the stuff is so expensive in the U.S. So expensive. I would have to probably buy a lot of it on eBay or whatnot. And I've checked all my local areas, and you just don't find it. At least not here. I haven't. Let's go back here in the comments real quick. You want to see some of my mask? Thank you, man. Thank you, Red. I appreciate that. I try to be. There's other guys out there, I'm sure, that probably do better stuff, but I try to keep them as best as I can, to not boring too long. And I know I have a tendency to ramble on, but yeah, I really like his stuff, and I think you can get to the point in under 10 minutes talking about one of the individual characters, and that's all you really need. Hell, Sal from 2 Cents Toys, man, he's knocking them out in 6 minutes. So, but Sal's is great too. I love Sal because he's quick and to the point. When I need to know something really fast and I want to get it done real fast, boom, that's how I do it. I just go to Sal's stuff, because Sal knocks out. I don't need all the all the editing and all the sound effects and all the comedy and all that. Sal just gets to the point and bam. So that's what I love about his channel. If you haven't checked it out, check out Sal from 2 Cents Toys. Great stuff. He puts out awesome reviews. You were 13 years old then, huh? Well, I'm 45. No, don't worry about the question. It's 2 a.m. here. Should be probably. Oh yeah, man. If you need to go to bed, man, go for it. Awesome. Appreciate you subscribing, man, and appreciate you, you know, watching my videos. It means a lot to me. And do the same thing for Red. I'm sure he would love it as well. Thank you, Red. I appreciate that. I appreciate you saying that the reviews are more authentic. Um, I try to be like I do it like off the cuff, if you will. I'm not doing it from a script. Now I would love to script write, and I've done it on one of my Jurassic Park video review. I basically scripted that. That took me about an hour to write it all up, and then about a day to edit it and kind of get it down. Even though it was like a 14-minute review, and I had issues with the sound, but anyways. I like doing that, but I think you get a more real, raw, straightforward feel when you do it right off the cuff. Right, you're getting first impressions, first words, and sometimes maybe those words don't come out clearly or the right way, but I really like them. I really like doing it that way. I really do. Let's see, more authentic review. Let's see, definitely try to hang on Dean's LS live streams on Thursday. He'll shout out your channel, and it's a great crowd too. Oh yeah, I love Dean's stuff. It's cool. I want to hop on it. If I just got to plan it right, you know what I mean? Yeah, have a good night, Ben. Thanks for tuning in and watching, man. I'm glad you stopped by. Yep, I've noticed that. Red, unscripted. It's cool. Again, it's like I said. It's straight from the cuff. No beating around the bush. You know what I mean? First impression, first opinion. Sometimes it's right. Sometimes it's not right. And sometimes we don't get it out correctly, but it is what it is. All the best. Yeah. All the best, Ben. Have a good night, man. Take care. Get some rest. So you wanted to see some mask? Was that you or was that Ben that wanted to see mask? Oh no, you wanted to see it. So I've got so much stuff here. Out. It's like pulling out my toy box. I'm gonna put my commando back up here. Get him back up here real quick. Give me a second to kind of clean up. Let's see here. Apologize for you looking at my gut. I just lost Batman's hat. He just went flying off the table. I don't know if you heard that. My Chuck Norris back here. Let's get Luke in the land speeder 3PO back up on the shelf up here. Back up there. Let's see. I think some of this I can get them back up over here. Some of this stuff I'm going to have to really go through and kind of figure out what I want to keep out displayed and whatnot, because it's just getting so full on the shelf, and I need to get better shelving to really display this stuff the way I want to. My house I'm in a 2-story, but it's not. You would think being a 2-story, I'd have more space, and I really don't. I'm kind of full. I've got 5 people in the home with me, so I really don't have like my own. I mean, this is my area right here. This is my area, my office / toy room. But I really don't like have a professional studio or anything like that where I can display my stuff. So yeah. Let's put that back up here. All right. You want to see some mask, and we're kind of pressed for time. Oh man, I'm already 4 minutes over. So there you have it. I've got, oh, heck. Whoops. Cliffhanger there. He's there inside the car. Now this is the later mass stuff. I don't remember all their names, but I just picked him up. He's in really good shape. Got him not too long ago. I won him in an eBay auction. Same thing with him. I know these are the later series. What is it? 3 came out in like 88 or something like that. Raven here. Got Raven there. I got Matt Tracker there. I don't have his helmet. This is this would have been an original one, so he would have had the longer helmet there. But it's missing. I lost it years ago. And then Miles Mayhem, there he is. Same thing with him. Original, he would have been he would have had the long helmet. Condor, I got Condor here. I'm missing his front windshield. Missing his front windshield. What is this? Piranha here. Yeah, here. Missing the rockets. Oops. Hurricane. There. Yeah, so I got a little bit of everything. A little bit of childhood here. Just a little bit of everything. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. Well, anything else you want to see in the collection? If not, I don't mean to kind of cut it short, but where are we sitting at here? It's 8 o'clock right now, my time. So I need to feed my son, and my daughter's out with her boyfriend, and my wife's not home from work, but get some food on the table for them. But anyways, I just gotta say thanks, man, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hopefully I get more follower, or not followers, but more, people watching in the future. But we had a pretty good discussion between us and Ben and all that. So really appreciate you tuning in and support me and watch me. And again, thank you. You've been great with always commenting on my videos and being positive. So that means a lot, because we know a lot of people can be, pretty nasty out there. And I try not to be that way. I have, commented on other people's videos. I don't want to say negatively, but if there was a problem with a certain issue going on, then yes, I might comment in there like, hey man, why are you doing that to that person? Or why are you being that way? You shouldn't be that way. That's not right. It's not, you shouldn't be that way, or stop doing business that way. You're a crook or whatever. That I've done, but I try to stay positive as much as I can in my reviews or in my videos. So, because you never know who's watching, and I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm not trying to, again, I'm not trying to get rich off this. It's not my intentions. I love toys. I like going to toy shows. I'm a nerd, but it is what it is. So yeah, man, appreciate you tuning in. Yeah. No, thank you. Junkman is, but I think you and I are both on the same page here of how we feel about the individual, and I'll just leave it right there. No comment, but I feel exactly what you're saying. So, without further ado, I'm Neil, and I'll see everybody, whoever watches this later on, or Red or Ben I'll see you all in Yesterland. You all have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye.